Hello everyone, LRon here with part 19 of my total Terraria world Annihilation. Um, so in the previous part I defeated the Dungeon Guardian, and so the obvious next step for me is to defeat Skeletron so that I have rights to enter the dungeon without the Dungeon Guardian attacking me. So I have rared off this world, basically branched it so that I can come back to this point right here, um, so that I can farm the Dungeon Guardian later if I feel necessary, if you know, friends and family want a bunch of bone keys. And so that means I can continue my work here without uh, fearing that loss of progress. And I'll give you a quick spoiler alert. With some complications, I end up killing Skeletron without even knowing it. Um, that'll become a little more clear later on. Um, but in any case, my plan is to mine down to there and then stick around until nighttime starts because you can't fight Skeletron during the day. Because the old man's curse just works like that, I guess. So, as usual, we're digging along. And after I unwittingly defeat Skeletron, I spend probably like an hour trying to get the old man to spawn. I It's really funny, or depressing depending on how you want to look at it. But in any case, I end up doing a lot of seemingly weird-looking stuff, and that's because I think that Skeletron's still alive at the time. It takes me a long time to realize what had happened. Actually, when I first realized that I can enter the dungeon safely, I thought that I encountered a weird bug. It wasn't until I started cutting up these videos that I saw the video evidence that the Stardust Dragon actually killed the Skeletron a quarter second before the Dungeon Guardian killed me. And that in itself was kind of a comedy of errors. My mouse for the past like 8 months or so has had some problems with its scroll wheel. I think one of the teeth on it is out of place or missing completely or something along those lines. So sometimes it will on its own decide to scroll. So that ends up being extremely annoying in Counter-Strike because I'll randomly start changing weapons or jumping if I'm in B-hop mode. Um, but in any case, probably this was the beginning of the end for me. Ah, no, never mind. I left him a thing and he decided to jump. Okay, that's a bit different. I thought I was stupid and mined um, mined him off of that spot, but no, he jumped off on his own free will. Um, but in any case, so the rogue scroll happened, um, which made me on the drill containment unit. Either that or I had never switched to my weapon, and I just left it at drill containment unit being highlighted. And so, no matter what the case was, I enter the dungeon to speak to the old man to get the curse dialogue out of the way. And I'm doing that on the UFO mounts, the mounts that's actually equipped to fight things. And so, as I'm leaving the dungeon and the dungeon guardian spawns, I click because I want to start attacking. But I have the drill containment unit highlighted, and as a result, I switch mounts, which stuns me instead of... Okay, so yeah, it looks like it wasn't the scroll that was the problem. I was just negligent and didn't set myself to a weapon. That's kind of depressing. That was totally avoidable. So I go in, talk to him. That guy comes over, I make my click, and die. But I never saw that Skeletron has been defeated. I was so focused on surviving the Dungeon Guardian that I didn't pay any attention to that part of it. And so I'm not sure why I'm mining west at this point. I think I forgot that the old man needs a day to respawn, so I'm trying to get back over and try again right away. Which of course would be futile, not only because I've already defeated Skeletron, but also because he needs to spawn in the morning. Otherwise he'll just stay gone for the rest of the night. And so then, probably once I realize this, I then start going east with my mining until the following night. And then I'm confused because he's not there. So then I think to myself, oh shoot, he's probably spawning at the elevation that the dungeon bricks started at. So he's like taking fall damage to his death or something because I had mined so deep down already. So I place a bunch of mud blocks to catch him, essentially. And then that didn't help either. So basically I spend 2 or 3 day-night cycles trying to get this guy to spawn, and of course you don't get to know if things work until the morning begins, because he'll only spawn basically at like 4:30 in the morning, so you only get 1 shot per day, and at a minute per hour in game, that's going to be a 24-minute real life cycle. So, oh yeah, this part's a little weird. I was helping that that other guy that I was supposed to counter-strike with, the one with the sound issues. This was the night where we figured out it was config.cfg. So before then, he was repeatedly wanting to go into lobbies to test various things. So I kept getting these little 1-minute sessions and not even getting over to the dungeon area. And so that's why I keep exiting before anything really happens. Looks like I'm done with that stuff, but I will see you next video.